110 souls lie beneath me here at the Claremont Poor Farms. The Poor Farm had been established in 1829, almost 200 years ago, and it served the community by providing shelter and work on this farm to many of the mentally challenged adults and also orphans, children in the area, and also just transient people that needed a place to stay. And below me are 110 souls at the Claremont Poor Farm, 13 of those being children. And we're going to talk about some of their stories today. So come along with me and listen to the Talking Dead. Back in the 1800s, the Claremont Poor Farm truly was a working farm. They raised cattle, they had a dairy production, they had corn and potatoes, and a lot of times they would send these to the prison, and very self-sustaining. And they also sold the produce to various businesses, and that's how they were able to get paid and keep living there. And a lot of those people lived there for a very long time. So it truly was a home, and it truly was a place that people worked and kept going. It totally not like what nursing homes are today. So some of the more interesting people that are buried in the cemetery at the Claremont Nursing and Rehab is a local well-known German wood carver named Wilhelm Schimmel. And he used to be, unfortunately, an alcoholic, but he would pay for his alcohol a lot of times with carving these intricate roosters or chickens. And the Cumberland County Historical Society has a lot of his work still to this day. Another interesting person I came to know in the cemetery is a William Everett Taylor. This is an interesting story because he actually was from Appleton, Wisconsin. His date of birth was April 20th, 1906, and he was found dead in Dillsburg, which is about 10 miles from here, on September 25th, 1955. But what's interesting about him is that he was in World War II and had a very distinguished time while he was in the war. But somehow he got here to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, after having a career in Washington, D.C. So it's very weird that he came here from Washington, D.C., which is about a little over an hour from here. And he supposedly was a hobo along the train tracks. And at the beginning of this video, you saw there was a lot of train tracks that go through Carlisle and run down to Maryland or up to New York. So a lot of hobos would go up and down those train tracks. And supposedly he was found in a hobo encampment down in Dillsburg. But it is kind of weird. There's also 10 unknown people that are buried in the cemetery, and those people were all transients that were found along the railroad or in local ponds on farms. They just don't know who these people are, so they just buried them there at that cemetery. The sad thing is there's 2 unknown children that are buried there as well. One was found in a pond about 10 miles south of here, and one was found in a ditch about 10 miles east of here. And so sadly, they are also in the cemetery. Although the Claremont Poor Farm is far different today than it was back in 1829, it still stands to help the Cumberland County community people and to serve those people. And we remember all those in the cemetery, and we'll keep their stories alive.